Hey everybody. In response to the sort of discussion on copyright and fair use, this is actually a fairly important issue in online education because it is so easy to find ourselves in a situation where we might be in one of those gray areas where we're not sure if we're violating copyright or if we're covered under fair use. And my best advice to you is to just follow those fair use guidelines. And again, if you can, create your own materials. That's the biggest, most important thing you can do because then you don't have to worry about copyright. But I think it's very important. I think you're starting to recognize I think you recognize the fact in the threaded discussion that there are issues with copyright and fair use in your online course. And I hope that you start to realize and start to employ some of the techniques that were in the presentation as far as avoiding violating copyright and ensuring that you're staying within the fair use guidelines. Even at the university level, we have a lot of instructors that struggle with this issue of copyright and fair use because it is a very gray area. It's very easy to copy a chapter out of a textbook and give that to your class, but you have to consider whether that is a copyright infringement or whether it's covered under fair use. So, this was kind of a difficult topic to really discuss because it is kind of a gray area, but at the same time, the video presentation that I gave you did have just a lot of factual information in it. So I think the biggest point to take away from here is just to know what you're using, how you're distributing it, and how it falls under your fair use guidelines with your course. And I would say probably the most important thing as well is to get in touch with someone at your district and find out what their policies are on copyright and fair use, to find out how teachers are covered, how teachers, if you have any resources in your district that can help teachers with copyright and fair use. So if you have any more questions on this, be sure to post it in the threaded discussion. Talk to you later.